I hit the wrong button to unmute myself. Nonetheless, hello, good morning, everybody. Hi, I got it on the list. Of course, hello, Pix. Hello, Side Jester. And hi, Lone Norse. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, today we're going to be doing an extra special baking stream. For those who haven't been to my channel before, usually on streams, I have a cup of tea. And I drink my cup of tea until it's done. I tend to yap at everybody, and then we go do whatever we're gonna go do. In this case, it's gonna be making a cake, bake a cake, bake a cake. A couple things to note. Yeah, I do have the wonderful donation progress. Although I think my subtitles are gonna be in the way. It might be worth. Hold on. Let me think about this. I wonder if I can just... I might be able to just move it instead of making it smaller. Yes. I'm just going to budget up a little, which we'll have to do on the other screen as well. But that way, they're not overlapping quite as badly. I will not be able to run any of the raffle giveaways for any art if we do happen to hit another milestone or anything like that. But Pixel do that later. I believe we have what are we doing? I know I'm not part of it. Magma Board Art Collab. Oh wait, am I part of it? Did I join that? This is what happens, everybody. Man, last night was so much fun. I'm still a little bit sad that I did have to leave so much earlier, but on the other hand, if I hadn't, I'd be so tired right now. Because I got up at 7:30 today. So I can make sure I eat and do all kinds of stuff like that. Can confirm you would be so tired. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, I better not. I gotta be like full energy. During collabs, like, I try not to talk over people or anything, but I can yap. I can do it. I just go. I'm so excited for today's stream as well. So I've been looking forward to this since I suggested it to Pix like a month ago. I was like, Pix, what if I do big stream? What if what if I do like some kind of Palestinian bake? And Pix was like, oh, I love that idea. Here is some recipes that I know that aren't too hard. And I was like, heck yeah. Oh, I shouldn't be drinking tea. I told Pix this too. I was like, I'm gonna make tea. I shouldn't have tea today. Because I've already been for those who are new, you know, I have endometriosis. I have some by my bladder and by my colon. Stuff like that. I had to be very careful about like what I eat and drink. Inflammatory foods make things worse. So should I be drinking tea? No, but I love tea. So like, when I reached out to my mom about the bake, she was baking this exact dish too. Yeah, which is so funny. And I think she just flipped over there's recipes online, but Pix specifically gave me a camera picture of the back of the brand of semolina flour that has the recipe on the back. And that's what we'll be using today. It makes so much too. I'm so excited. It's such a pretty cake, and it really seems more like up my alley. I'm not a big, despite appearances, I'm not a big like frosting cake person. I don't like very, very sweet things. This cake seems a lot more on the nice subtle side. Hi, welcome in. Hi, Mary Mary. Hello, hello. And I'm very excited. Yeah, you got your coin. In the future, those coins, I've been working on something which, as I said, for anybody just coming in now, I tend to yap for a little bit before we start the full thing. Oh, did I swear? I didn't even hear it in my brain. Did I? Maybe I did. Sometimes you swear and you don't realize you swore. I didn't know that was for. Oh, that's my swear jar. Because chat insisted that I should not be swearing, and therefore I should have a swear jar. You can see since I've instated it, I have sworn, well, that people have caught anyway. People don't always catch me, but people have caught me swearing 58 times. Most of my redeems are turned off today. I have a couple that are still on, but a lot of them are alternate PNG redeems. As I will be in the kitchen, I will not be able to swap my PNGs, so those are off. I read Sweet Jar. It's early morning here. Ah, yes. Yeah. It's 10 a.m. here, so I understand. I got up at 7:30. Yeah. What was I talking about before I got distracted? This is always what happens. You know? Yeah, you're just babbling. Just babble, babble, babble. And then something distracts you and you're like, oh, there goes my train of thought. Hello, welcome into the tent. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's 9 a.m. here. Got up at 6, lol. Yeah, you got up a little bit earlier than me. I got up at 7:30. You know, sometimes you gotta do. Although, honestly, I've gotten used to getting up that early. That's the reason I had to leave early. Hi, Billy! Welcome, welcome. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm just drinking my tea. And we're gonna get ready to make this bake. I have a whole baking overlay that we will be swapping to when we are ready to go. Pointings! Look, there they go! The thought floating up in the distance! Yes. That's what happens. That's what happens. Man. I truly did lose it too. I'm so excited that everybody met when we got to 1,000 last night. I was not there for it, but nonetheless, waking up to that's really cool. Because I think when I left, we were just over 800 in donations. To be waking up and be like, we hit 1,000 is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's so rad. It really is. It really is. I'm so proud of everybody. It's funny too, because like before this year, like it was in October. In October, I saddled up to Pix in PMs, and I was like, "Hey Pix, I've been looking forward to. I just wanted to check in and see what week, like when Pixels For Palestine was going to be this year, because I've been looking forward to it all year." And Pix was like, "No, really? You have?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have." I've genuinely been looking forward to this all year. I was like, I'm gonna do so much more this year. But yeah, very excited. like last year, see, I took part in the Gunk quiz, and Pix and I played tabletop on stream, I think. But we never finished our Spirit Island game. That never happened. We started it and then we ran out of time on the time slot, because learning a game like Spirit Island can take a minute. And we never finished that game. But that's okay. I was pretty sure we were going to win anyway. That's Spirit Island is a game that I routinely play a lot of. I do a lot of solo games on my own time if I'm listening to like a video essay or something and I just want something to keep my brain occupied. Yep, that's my quiet time. That's my me time. We gotta finish or restart it, to be honest. Considering that we played a year ago, I think restarting is probably smarter. Oh, that reminds me. People may see that Pix has an artist badge on my channel. this will be true in the future. Currently, nothing you see has been drawn by Pix, but a lot of my re-debut stuff is gonna be, Played it only once before with friends and absolutely lost. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Which, man, that is a long project. I made the dodo overlay. That's true. That's true. You did do that. Boom. You did do that. All the other things you've currently made for me are secret, and all of the things that you're going to make for me in the future are secret. For the moment. Someday. Secret art. Yep. Secret art. Secret. It's so funny because even before I was like, he picks. Like, like, before I saddled up to Pix to make, like, ask if they'd be up for me taking, like, doing commissions with them for my stuff. Take your meds. Yes, that's why we have the meds reminder. Oh, shoot, that's actually, thank you. Holy crap. You know why? Because I need to take an antibiotic, and I almost forgot. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Imagine. Oh, God. These are, like, huge pills. Whenever you get them in, like, antibiotics are so huge. There we go. No, not the antibiotics. Those are always huge. Yeah, that's why we have the meds reminder on this channel. Most of us are disabled in some manner and take a lot of medication. Under normal circumstances, I just have allergy meds like sinus medication and my birth control. But right now I'm taking a week's worth of antibiotics, and it is very important that I remember to take all of them, because that's, that's antibiotics don't work right if you just stop taking them halfway through. Mayoral's son was recently on antibiotics, and the doctor made a mistake. Instead of giving him liquid, gave him the pill. Oh. It's such a large pill. I'm imagining it in the tiny little child's mouth. That's awful. Poor kid. Oh. He knows how to take pills, but he struggled. Yeah. Understandable. I had a burp. I'm not one of those streamers that burps into the mic. You have to pay me for that. I'm still bad with pills, poor thing. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty good at them these days. I think having a tonsillectomy, how much? I don't know, like, how much is a tier 3, like, 3-month sub? Hold on. Tier 3, 3-month sub Twitch. $80. More or less. About this much. That's 1 cent. Boo! Boo! I've been using a pill bottle flip to remind myself. That can be very helpful. Yes. Yeah, it's actually really funny. So I do experience ASMR. I get the little brain tinglies, but I get very specific things. And I actually really hate ASMR content with like a burning passion. I hate it so much. So yeah, you have to pay me to do ASMR content, okay? Tried so many things to remind myself. The thing that usually works is setting up multiple alarms because they annoy me. Yeah, that works. That works. I legit just use my brain most of the time. I do need to, it's harder if it's an evening time, so I do need to set up an alarm again, which my phone is out in the kitchen. I will do that, perhaps, if I remember. I need to set an alarm for like 8 p.m. because that's when I've been taking a lot of my meds, and I need help to remember to do that at that time. Same, I'm not into ASMR. It gives me the ick. Yeah, specifically ASMR content, because like I do get ASMR. I do experience ASMR. Usually the best ASMR that I get is the combination of cat purrs and also them making biscuits on me. That usually gives me the brain tinglies. And it's very nice and very pleasant. My girl Sunflora does it for me all the time. It's almost like it's like a weekly experience for me. It's wonderful. Occasionally some people's speaking patterns also cause ASMR for me, but it's not the hushed tone that you're used to hearing, like the whisper tone from ASMR content. It's something else. I haven't quite pinpointed it, but just some speaking patterns. ASMR kind of works on me, but only with mechanical thing or cooking. I sometimes enjoy cooking tree vids. They are relaxing with the cooking sounds. That's me. I don't enjoy any of it. I might, if there's some, I know occasionally there's like keyboard ones. I might enjoy that a little bit. I do like keyboard sounds. I have a custom keyboard. It's very nice. Tactile experience. I've got brown switches. Check out the channel Cooking Tree Hours of free cooking sound. Music free cooking sounds. Ah. I am drinking my tea so fast because I'm very excited for this stream. Yo, same switches. Browns are just nice. For anybody who doesn't know, browns are a slightly stiffer. I think I have more silent ones. Slightly stiffer keyboard switch as compared to like reds or blues, which are usually standard in keyboards. Anyway. Ooh, I drank my tea. I'm very excited. So, we're going to swap over. How about it? And I'm going to stand up and go. Right. Before that, I need to... Oh, wait. Do I not have working subtitles on this side? Maybe I don't. Anyway, maybe I forgot to put them on here. That's fine, I guess. Well, I'll have to get that fixed sometime, because subtitles are very important. They're good accessibility. Also, your character design is so cute. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that very much. She will be retired come the re-debut, but not because I don't like her design. Just because, like, I wanted stronger themes more than anything else. But yes, thank you. Hands. Haha. And for anybody who was here for my last baking stream, you might look at my band-aid and go, Lottie, you are also hurt. Last baking stream. Why are you hurt again? And I will say to you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Alrighty, I gotta get the recipe up. I get a call. That's probably not an important call, though. I believe it wants us to cream the flour, sugar, and butter together first. Yes, it does. It also wants us to preheat the oven. It's funny, most recipes will have you preheat the oven ahead of time because depending on what kind of oven you've got, it may take a while for it to be preheated. Mine doesn't take that long, so we're not going to worry about that right now. We're not going to worry about it. So, We are making a Harrisa cake. So let's see. I wonder if I can get... I'd have to go back to my room to give you all a picture, but they're very, very pretty. You can Google it. It is spelled Harissa. I think I may have spelled it wrong on my title. I think I may have done double R instead of double S. I did. I gotta fix that. 1 second. No, not 3 S's. Just 2. There we go. That's better. It'll bother me otherwise. But you can look it up. It's a very pretty cake. It has a nice, like, golden brown. I am very excited to make this. I will say, it normally asks for whole halved almonds, blanched almonds. I wasn't able to find any. What we have instead is slivers. So aesthetically, it's going to be a little bit different. But other than that, it should be okay. Shouldn't have image searched this on an empty stomach. Well, your first mistake was having an empty stomach for sure. What are you doing, Lone Star? Eat! Eat food! Eat food good! Honestly. What are you doing, you silly Billy? No, wait, you're not silly Billy. That's Billy Smiles. It is 4 cups of the flour. Quite a lot of flour. Of course, that's quite a lot of... I've eaten that before. I'm also now hungry. Well, I guess that's what happens when you turn up to a baking stream. I have never baked with semolina flour before. I do know it is what is typically used for pasta. 1. But I've never made my own pasta. So it's not a skill that I practice. 2. I hope my mixing bowl is big enough. It should be. It's the biggest one I have, though. 3. Wow, this is using up almost the whole bag. I guess that's for the best. Now, if I don't respond to anybody immediately, it is because the laptop, which has chat open, is to my right, over this way. And I cannot see chat unless I turn and look over. I'm making pancakes as I watch. Heck yeah, pancakes! I also have never made my own pasta. I made bread before. I just never got into the whole pasta thing. It looks tedious. It's definitely a tedious process. I know the basics of making pasta. It's just not anything I've ever done. And potentially never will do, because, like, a lot of the time there's no reason to be going and, like, going through the whole extra effort of making your own pasta. It's like, it's a lot of extra effort. Like, there are fancy pasta brands out there. If you want, like, higher quality pasta, you can get them. Sugar. It is 1 cup of sugar. This flour is very, so regular flour is, you know, more powdery. This is very, granular. I didn't leave any residue in our cup, which is kind of nice, because that means we can just immediately use it without having to clean it first. Let me move this just so you can see. At some point in the future, so currently I don't have as much lighting as I would like for this setup. At some point I will get like a ring light. We can have some proper lighting. But for now, we've got what we got. We make do. Can't have a professional setup immediately. That costs money. 1 cup of sugar. Leftover burrito filling and pico de gallo. Make some quick nachos. That sounds like a good plan. And how much ghee are we putting in this? Which I was told that I could have used regular unsalted butter if I couldn't find any ghee, but I was able to find some ghee. There is actually a major metropolitan area about like 40 minutes south of where I live, and it is a very diverse area. So we actually were able to find a like straight up like halal store and butcher even, and they had everything we needed, which was super nice. I cooked my food in this today. I love having clarified butter, but especially the ghee. So for anybody who doesn't know, ghee is a special type of clarified butter. Normally with clarified butter, when you're making clarified butter, you remove the milk fats. With ghee, apparently what they do is actually they caramelize the milk fats instead of removing them. And it has a wonderful smell. Like I opened this and I was like, sniff, sniff. Oh my gosh. It's not very strong or anything, but it is a very nice smell and I like it a lot. Probably gonna end up purchasing this fairly regularly. You know. Let's see. How much ghee? 1 1/4 of a cup. Okay. All right, you got it. I wonder if we can just... Hi, Mom! Oh, hold on. I wonder if I can do that right now. I always forget what my mother's username is, so I've never been able to... Mod. Maybe I can't do it from here. I keep meaning to give my mom the VIP badge. That would be Signy Boss still there. That's my mama. She's always here for my bacon streams. I don't think I can copy paste from here. I will do it after stream. That'll be alright. Let's see. Make a lot of curry, so I usually keep ghee. Since most recipes call for it where I live, there are a ton of Indian markets. Yeah, they're a little bit more difficult to find around here where I live. But thankfully we did have one, and I was very excited. And the owner is very nice. He's a very nice man. We're probably going to be stopping in there quite often whenever we're down in that city, honestly. There's actually a restaurant too right across the street, so we got to eat there. Indian food is my favorite. I love Indian food so much. Let's see. I have a habit of double checking. Yes, 1 1/4. This is pretty soft, so what we might be able to do is just hold on. Move this so you can all see what I'm doing. Here. This is actually going to use up most of this jar. I'll have to go and get some more, I guess. I will be in Bing. Sometimes you say things out loud that you're not supposed to say out loud. I will be in the city tomorrow, as I have a doctor's appointment in the city tomorrow. So maybe we'll swing by again, just so I can get some more ghee. And probably another spice mix, because my cousin Pokapatchy got one of the spice mixes that was there. And it was very good. It was very tasty. It was a biryani spice mix. And we had a really good time with it. Here. That's 1 cup. Here we get all this out. Oh, 1 second. I forgot something in my excitement. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go back to my room. I forgot to turn some music on, so it's not just completely quiet. Like, I can definitely make up the difference in a good yap. But I do find with art streams and other things, having the music in the background is very nice. I feel like at this point everybody's getting used to hearing this specific album as well. I love a good spice mix, yes! Yes, absolutely. Oh, it was very tasty, it was very nice. Okay. I keep saying I gotta get music for my streams, but I never do. Yeah, so this album is called Wanderer. It is by a particular artist that does video game music. His name is Fail Positive, his username. And it's, you know, it is safe for me to play. I own all of his music, but this is like the nicest album for sort of my cozy vibes. You can find it on Bandcamp. Yes, yes. If anybody's played Smooshy Come Home, which is a very cute platformer where you are playing a little mushroom man trying to get home, he did the music for that game. Most of them are gaming streams, so I keep getting away with it. Yeah. It's good to have just a little bit of a background noise. We still have a good portion of this. I may not actually have to get more yet, unless I decide that I need to have more of this cake, which probably won't happen because hold on. So this is a huge recipe. It called for a pan of this size, a very big pan. I'm very excited to have a pan this large though. I had to look around to find one because we didn't have one. I had to go buy one. Hi, Spell Brewer. Always need more cake. Yeah, but I think I'll have an interesting time just trying to eat all of this first cake, so I'm not too pressed. Nonetheless, I'm really looking forward to having a pan that large. There's so much that I can do with it. First thing that came to mind was a triple batch of Rice Krispie treats. I can make them nice and thick. Be really good. All right. So we have to cream these together, which, for anybody who is not familiar with baking terms, whenever it says cream, you're basically just mixing. It's actually unusual for the flour to be part of this, but usually what it means is you're mixing the butter content with the sugar and creaming them together until they're smooth. Very common terminology in the baking. It's a little bit different for the flour to be included, but perhaps because semolina flour is a little bit different from regular flour. I don't know. Well, Pix would love that. What, the triple batch of Rice Krispie treats? I make good ones too. But speaking of, regular Rice Krispie recipe, if you do the box recipe, it will tell you to use 3 tablespoons of butter. You want my advice? Double it. Do 6. You will not regret this. If you want them really pliable for like, peepshi, which is when you make little sushi Basically, out of Rice Krispie Treats and Peeps and Fruit Roll-Up, you could also do 8 tablespoons, because then the Rice Krispie Treats are very pliable, which is what you want when you're making Peep Sheet. I heard Rice Krispie Treats, what? I guess because the flour is more grainy, they want to incorporate it that way. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I could send, I mean, it depends on how comfortable you are, Pix, but I was considering sending cookies to people again this year, potentially, if I feel up to baking that much. So, like, if you want, like, some Christmas cookies, including some Rice Krispie Treats, like, sent your way, if you don't mind, you know, me knowing your address. I could do that. It's one of my favorite things. This actually creamed really well. It got a nice consistency. Ooh. Neat. I'll eat a whole pan of Rice Krispie Treats and not even cut it first. Yeah, they're just so eatable. Belbrew's our resident baker. I see. I love the told you. I know at the very least I am making snickerdoodles on stream. So I was planning on, for the month of December, doing bakes from the first Wednesday all the way till Christmas Eve, which is the 4th Wednesday, I think. Yes. I was considering that. Just doing a bunch of Christmas bakes. It sounded really fun. And honestly, especially because I'm probably not going to be able to do any baking. This looks good. Probably not going to do any baking in summer. I think it'd be really fun to do a whole bunch for winter. That's so fun. Yeah. I was going to make snickerdoodles. I was going to make a peppermint cheesecake. I was going to make a little gingerbread train, which I'm not trying to gonna try and not get too complicated with. The keyword is try. There was a 4th thing, and I don't remember what it was anymore. This is why you need to write things down. Gotta write things down, and then when you don't, you're just like, okay. So we have creamed our flour and sugar and butter into a nice little mixture here. In a separate bowl, they want us to stir the baking soda and baking powder into yogurt. So I need 1 1/4 of a cup of yogurt. We got a local brand for this. Eep. They got a cute little cow print on their yogurt thing. Yes, I am covering, because they are a local brand, I am covering, oop, I'm not far enough over. I am covering up the logo. I don't know how local they are, but I know they're fairly local, so, you know. Can't be too careful. This is also why, even though it'd be fun, we're never going to, unless I can get a hot plate, we're never going to have a camera for the stove or anything, because all of the surface, like, appliances are reflective chrome in this kitchen. Like, the fridge is reflective, the microwave, the stove's back panel is a chrome. And I don't want anybody to catch my reflection, so... Okay, it is 1 1/4. We're gonna have to wash, well, you know what? No, we don't. This is just butter. We can do the butter. We do need to wash this, though. So I can reuse it. I could get a new spatula, but it's not that hard to just washy. Washy, washy, washy. I got the finger that I'm not supposed to get wet. Okay, I'll dry it. If anybody hears the squeaks of my sink, I apologize, they're very squeaky. I don't think when they were put in, whoever installed them greased the inside like you're supposed to. It's in the future there. Hey, hi Ash! Welcome in, hon! Good to have you. We're holding a extra special stream today, which let me holding an extra special stream today. This is a baking stream for Pixels for Palestine. It is an annual fundraiser hosted and ran by PixExe. We're raising money for the PCRF to help Palestinian children in need. And I'm making a traditional Palestinian bake today. I'm very excited about it. So it's just a simple little cake, but it seems really nice. Man, whenever I bake something I'm not familiar with, I'm constantly checking the the amounts. 1 1/4. It's been, I think this is, wow, that picks like a doll. Oh, he does, huh? He does, huh? Are you getting a stand mixer? I do want one, and it is on the list, but I did settle on an Ankarstrom, like what you have, Mom. And because they came out with a pink color this year, but it is $800. So I was going to wait and see if we would have the money for that kind of purchase in December or not. You know how it is. But yes, in the future, I would love one. Decided instead of nachos, I'm gonna make a quick egg and toast a mini croissant with some whipped strawberry honey on it. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Gotta get the yogurt. Gotta not make a mess of this yogurt. I feel like it'd be so easy to just plop it on the counter. I could be using a spoon, but no, we're using a spatula. Thankfully, a lot of the bakes that I like to do currently don't require me to have a stand mixer. Cheesecake does take a while. I learned my lesson there. That's gonna happen again in December, since I'm making a peppermint cheesecake. It's like a whole hour of me beating the cream cheese and the sugar together. Don't worry about it. We did it again once, we'll do it again. Hey. Okay, the small one I am going to do over the container of yogurt. I'm sure you understand. Go. Boop boop. The yogurt to butter ratio is exactly the same. The 1-to-1. Go. Okay. What are you making? We're making harissa. It is a semolina cake with yogurt, and after you take it out of the and almonds, but after you take it out of the oven, you let it rest for 10 minutes, and then I'll be making a sugar syrup, essentially, that has rose water, and you drizzle it over the top. And it sounds so tasty. It sounds so good. Yeah, I should really get a stand mixer too for Christmas this year for family members. I'm going to be making homemade cookie tins, like 5 different kinds of cookies. Cookies at least aren't so bad in terms of hand mixing. It certainly is faster to have a stand mixer, but cookies generally aren't so bad. They're not going to kill you. There's some things where you try to do by hand and it's an experience. The 1/4 baking soda, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You got it. Oop. Here's the baking soda. Lottie! Noah! Hello! Welcome on in! And thank you for the lurk, Mary Berry. For anybody joining just now, like Nova, today is an extra special stream. We are baking for charity today. We are raising money for the PCRF to help Palestinian children in need. It's the Pixels For Palestine event. This is the 3rd year, I believe, running. I've been very excited for it all year. If I'm being like 100% honest. I'm gonna mix these together. Boop, 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 boop. This is a very simple. Oh, you know what? I could probably preheat the oven now. Now's probably a great time to do it. Here we go. Look at you baking and cooking with that webcam. Yes. Yeah, 3rd year. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't there for the 1st year, but I was there for last year. And I'm going to be there for next year. Just you wait. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we actually hit the 1,000 mark yesterday. Yesterday night after I'd gone to bed, and I was very excited about it. Charity. Everything's been going very well so far. Everybody's been doing such a great job. It's just awesome. We are making harissa. It is a cake. It is a traditional Palestinian bake. I'm very excited. Let's see. Oh, so we just add these two together and we blend them. You got it. Then we gotta grease the pan. Pour mixture, smooth out, add 2 top with 2 tablespoons of yogurt, add the almonds. We love a themed bake. Yeah. We are just chilling. We are just chilling. Hey, I am a cozy streamer at the core of me. It's funny too because I didn't start out as a cozy streamer, but I did sort of naturally fall into being a cozy streamer. It just seems to click, you know? Seems to come to me kind of naturally. Do this sideways. Let's see it be poured in. There are a lot of things that I would like to do to improve the visual aspect of my baking streams, but I think overall we're still at a really good place with it. I worked really hard on this overlay. You didn't choose the cozy life chose you. Oh, you don't chooses yes. Yeah. I just seem to have a personality that naturally lends to it. Although it does make it really funny when I'm on other people's channels. And depending on what we're doing, because then I can become a demon, basically, and just the juxtaposition of how I am on my own channel, and then I'm on somebody else's channel and I just go wild, is very funny to me. I think it's very, 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 very funny. My band-aid, it wants to come off. We're not doing that. I better go put on an extra one, because I don't... Thank you for the lyric. It's traditionally eaten for festivals, get-together, weddings. Honestly, any excuse to serve a huge tray of desserts for a big gathering. That's amazing. You put too much salt on your fries? Oh man, fries have been a huge topic for everybody doing Pixels for Palestine. I may become a slightly bit echoey while I'm in here because I'm in the bathroom. Just getting an extra band-aid. That I can hopefully secure this in place. Because the last thing I want is for my band-aid to come off. Especially in the middle of the stream. That would just be bad. Boop, 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 boop. There. I have hopefully secured it in place. Fry stream when? Oh, fry stream never, unfortunately. Like, I could make baked fries, potentially. I can't do deep frying things, though. Even if I was ever going to try deep fry streams, I think I would prefer to do that in an outdoor location. We can escape from the... What cut are they? You could pan fry them. I could, but you wouldn't all be able to watch me do that. As previously stated, all of the appliances in this kitchen are chrome and therefore reflective, and I do not want to accidentally show my face. You know? I don't think that would be good. I don't think I would enjoy that. Man, if this ends up being like really, really tasty, it is so easy to make that I feel like this is gonna... I'm not gonna end up being normal about this. I'm gonna be making this all the time. That's just how that's what's gonna happen. We have an ad starting in a minute. It will be a 3-minute ad. Probably I will just yap for those 3 minutes instead of continuing the bake. Although we do need to grease the pan, and that's not terribly interesting. This is a pretty good looking batter. Got a nice consistency. You could totally just eat it. Like, it doesn't have any of the, like, raw... Well, actually, semolina flour you may not want to eat raw, now that I think about it. I don't know what the concerns there are. Not sure. Nonetheless, ta-da! Oh, we got a little bit up here. Very easy mixture. Doesn't take that much at all. Hi, Yvonne! Ooh, hey! You entered month 3 for that. Very nice. There's a reason they cut into tiny diamonds, so the host can proportion it out to folks. Put on masks or something? No. No. Accidental face reveals if you're gonna do it in a way that lets you get that bag. Are we baking today? We are baking today. Hello, hello. As I previously stated, if I miss anybody saying anything in chat, it's because the laptop is over this way and I have to turn and look over at all of you. So if I miss anything, guess why? Ooh, Hello, thank you so much for the donation. What was that? I didn't see how much it was. But nonetheless. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there's the ad. Alright then. Ad time. Time for ads. Feel the need to wash my hands really quick. As we are going to be greasing the pan here, I want my hands to be clean. Just I already washed my hands once, but just like to be doubly sure. You know? Always wash your hands when you're baking. Good practice. Thank you for the yippee. Yes. Yes. I wonder almost if we might be able to change the text. Future thought anyway, Pix, I don't if you're still listening. Change the text from white text, because the white text does not show up very well in a lot of backgrounds. Speaking of reflective surfaces, that's okay though. It's reflective that way. You could probably grease this with a lot of things. The recipe, however, does call for sesame paste, which I was also able to get at the store. Oh, yep, there's my face. Hold on. We are actually going to grease this. Off camera. Sorry, everyone. How do am I just gonna stick my fingers in here? It's very wet. Yes, so. Lottie, yep, I saw. You saw nothing. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty distorted image, but nonetheless, you know. I don't think I've accumulated any stalkers yet, thankfully. The rest of you I trust, you know. You won't tell anyone. You're not going to disseminate the image. I don't have any photos of me online, too, so, like, not any recent ones, anyway, so. Burp, burp. I was in the ad zone. Yeah. Right now, we are greasing the pan. And the pan was very reflective, so we have the pan not in the camera at the moment. As soon as we're done greasing it, we should be able to move it back in. The sesame paste smells so good. Oh my god. Like, sure, you could, like, just, like, use regular, like, whatever to grease this pan, but, oh, there's the oven. But, like, why do that when you have sesame paste? Oh. Did I miss it? Did the burp happen? You haven't paid me yet, Lone Star. You haven't paid me yet, so no burps have happened. You got cough up the dough. Do. I probably shouldn't really. This is a joke. I feel the need to stress. This is just a joke. I'm not being serious. Oh, we are not being serious. Like, God forbid if somebody does sub to me and they go, okay, now burp. And I'd be like, I did this to myself. I am greasing it all the way up to the edge. I don't know if that's necessary or not, because it may not go all the way up to the edge, but like, just in case, you know? Just in case. Me. God, it smells so good. Okay. Now I should be able to move it back. Here we go. Freshly greased pan. Wait, you already reached 1K? That was so fast. Oh, we were at 1K last night. This has been an ongoing charity event hosted by Pix, which, sorry if there's water noises. Hold on, I'm washing my hands again. I will speak after. Here we go. Okay. Yes, this is a charity. Oh, I know. All right. Sorry, you're making a joke. I've been from the start. I don't do, if you don't use tone indicators, I respond to things literally. I can't help it sometimes. Tricky once moaned for live bits and subs. It was more of a joke, but still. Oh, yeah. Does it say burping is the least crazy thing you can do? I don't wanna. You know? Okay. I believe we're just putting this straight in. Bloop. It's such a nice dough. Like, you could probably, I didn't do this by hand, but you probably could mix it by hand and it'd probably be a-okay. Most crazy thing some did for bits was shave their head bald. That's not crazy. My hair is already short. You think I'm scared of being head shaved? I am not. It's not that big of a deal for me. I am very gay. I will rep the gay hairstyle. Although I do want to grow my hair back out. I did chop most of it off this summer because it was very hot and I was very overstimulated and overwhelmed. My hair was not helping me at all. So I've got like pretty short hair right now. As it is, like Pokapatchy keeps his head shaved. It's really funny with him because his autism is in such a way that the longer his hair gets, the less he functions. It's like an exact like ratio. You could just watch him. Like if he goes too long without cutting his hair, and his hair grows pretty fast because he's got quite a bit of estrogen. If he goes too long without cutting his hair, you can tell because it's like just consistently his ability to function just goes down. Lottie! Hi, Millie! What is the gay hairstyle, Lottie? I mean, anything that's gender non-conforming, so for a woman such as myself to shave my head, that counts. That counts. Oh. Bowl cut. I've also done a bowl cut. I look adorable in a bowl cut. Thank you very much. They see my hair got real long during COVID. Getting it cut off felt amazing. I feel my hair touching my ears and I will put out the clippers. At least with like ears, like I also don't like hair on the nape of my neck or anything like that, but you can just do like undercuts and still have long hair and all of that jazz. Well, that's not like so bad. Got long hair. It's a little past my chest. Sadly, it's getting a bit of silver in it. What do you mean, sadly? I mean, sadly. Silver's great. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm in the goddamn position of if I need my hair long enough to put it back so when I'm doing shit I can function, but wanting it the short and be haircut. I mean, you could just... Yeah. I don't want a reminder of getting old? Well, I guess. I suppose. I think it's great. I actually have crow's feet by my eyes when I smile and stuff, and I think it's wonderful. I think it's fantastic. Like a badge of honor. You can see where I greased a little bit too thick. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of an issue. There's a little bit of excess sesame here. It'll probably be fine. Gotta get this even Stevens. I also have a lot of estrogen. I think how it's called, and it grows really fast and it grows up instead of down. Oh, defies gravity. I can imagine that. My hair grows pretty slowly, especially compared to Pokapatchy. Pokapatchy, oh man, his hair grows pretty fast. Whereas I get maybe 4 inches in a year, maybe. Which I'll probably be growing my hair out again. I actually really like being able to braid my hair. That's pretty much my favorite. And I would like to be able to do that again. But it took like 5 years for me to grow my hair out from basically where I had it. I had it at this length before, and it took me a long time to grow it out. But it's okay. The upside to having short hair is that it doesn't take up as many spoons. It doesn't take as much work to take care of. Especially when you have a scalp condition like I do, it can be very nice. Scalp conditions. We need to go to the barber once a month to cut it down. Also dealing with hair loss from my weight loss, and while losing hair doesn't bug me so much in terms of looks, sensory washing my hair is a pain. I've had a crew cut since elementary school. I cannot imagine having the same exact haircut for that long. I can't. I really can't. There was a period of my life where I was changing my hairstyle every 4 months. And I mean hairstyle, though that did also include dyeing my hair different colors as well. I can't. I get restless. I have to change all the time. See, I'm half Mexican, so I have very thick hair growing up. I've always had my hair cut short. As soon as I got older, I realized I wouldn't wear hair here. Princess Jasmine, so I just grow it out. Fair. I just stay with the hairstyle I wake up from bed. Scalp conditions are the worst. Yeah, I have several skin conditions. I have 2 lotions. I've got one If anybody was there for Jackbox, yes, the lotion submission was mine. Anyway, I have 2 because I have one for my general body, and then I've got one specifically for my face because I have dermatitis on my face. And I also have, I'm quite positive, a type of eczema that I get as a response to allergens in the air. Oh yeah, I got the whole 9 yards. Can't handle lotions. It's better lotion. It took me a while. I generally don't like the sensation of a lotion. However, it is far better than being itchy or like having irritated skin, or at its worst, like full-on blown rash on my skin. I have to lotion. Otherwise, I perish. I perish, I die. I think this is about as even as we can get it. I'm trying to make sure that it's not too thick here in the middle, and not too thin at the sides. But I think that's pretty even. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Haha. My skin is always flashes color normal to very red. Most of the time they don't even work. You gotta get the right lotions. That's all. Like I said, I do have a specific one for the dermatitis on my face. And I have found, so my cousin, whom I live with, Lumomancy, has a type of eczema as well, that's different from my eczema and my other skin conditions, and he has a lotion for that. His eczema lotion actively makes my dermatitis worse. I tried it on my face once, it made it worse. So you gotta be sure that you're using the right lotion for the right job. All right, we gotta put some more yogurt on the top of this. Like 2 teaspoons of yogurt that we're supposed to spread. Skin is so wild. Skin is very wild, yes. I actually recently went in for a seasonal allergy test. And I know I tested positive for a couple of them. It'll be interesting to get those results back. I know, because my back was so itchy. Oh, that's one. There we go. 2. And you're supposed to spread this over top, I believe. Why did we evolve to have skin shown and not just fur? I mean, imagine... I don't know. Imagine shedding, you know? Like, you'd still have skin conditions, to be fair. Because, like, there's plenty of animals that still have skin conditions on top of everything else. This one did say 2 tablespoons, right? Yeah. I'm not sure that 2 tablespoons is enough, but I'll give it a try. Maybe it's supposed to be just a very, very thin amount of yogurt. Mine is always so dry, and the stuff that's supposed to hydrate just makes my face get red and flaky. Oh, yep. It sounds like you also have a skin condition. You could always see a dermatologist to find out specifically what you might need. I'm seeing a dermatologist in March. It's a ways off. Somebody texted me. Who texted? Ah, yes, this is an appointment reminder. Apparently dermatologists are pretty booked out, because I made that appointment in October. And they were like, yeah, we can't get you in until March. And I was like, okay. All right. C'est la vie. Do. What are you making? Are you asking me again? Because we were making harissa. It is a cake. Pix said that it is often made for Palestinian weddings, or pretty much like any kind of big gathering. It is a semolina flour cake with ghee and sugar. And we're putting yogurt on top here. And then after that, we're going to put almonds on top. Normally, It is the almonds. It's like, I've seen pictures. They put it on all nice, but it's with halved almonds, and I don't have halved almonds. I have slivered almonds, but we're gonna make do with what we got. It'll be tasty either way. This is a very, very thin coating of yogurt. I assume it's what gives it the nice color though, because all the pictures I've seen of this bake, the top is very like nice golden brown. I feel like I might need just a little bit extra though. So hold on. Got a little bit on the spatula that not a lot extra, but just... Okay, I washed my hands. So we're gonna get this off of the tablespoon like that. There you go. I have to remind myself that I'm wearing an apron and that it is in fact okay for me to wipe my hands on the apron. I think in Hebrew it is spelled... I think I had it once. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this. I'm really looking forward to it. I've mostly eaten Western and European bakes. I've had a lot of cheesecake, I can tell you that much. I'm just trying to get as much of this as I can. That looks pretty good. Okay, we'll call that good. And it wants us to put the almonds on top. As I said, I don't have halved almonds. Let me double check the recipe really fast. Top with 2 tablespoons of yogurt. Cut into diamond shapes. Oh, I'm supposed to cut it first. Oh. Okay, because we have slivered almonds, I kind of still want to do the diamond shape just because it's cute. I need a knife. I'm gonna use this one. A knife. English and Hebrew, just the only difference is because the H, because in English nothing makes the sound. Ah, interesting. How are we gonna do this into diamond? It says cut into diamonds. Do you think we could just go start from corner to corner and then work our way in the pattern? I didn't think that far. But if we do that, we're gonna end up with how best to cut diamond. I want to cut diamond because it'll be pretty. Well, YOLO. Oop. We did not go corner to corner very well. Don't worry about it. That was better. I wonder how people manage to do this, like, perfectly. You know? I feel like I've seen pictures and they just look so perfectly symmetrical. They just probably cut them a lot. Ah. And from here, probably about yay width. Like this. And then we go in the other direction. I feel like I should have just started with slashes rather than corner to corner, but that's okay. We're learning. I've never had to do a diamond pattern before. Oop. It won't be perfect. That's okay, though. Don't forget the almonds. I won't. I don't know what kind of long knife that is. It don't really matter too much, though. I was more looking for one with a good shape. This is just like a kitchen knife, a chef's knife. A little bit easier to... It'll do. That down, and again, I cannot do the almond for each slice because I have slivered almonds. So this isn't going to look quite the same as... Oops. And this whole wedge is going to be a little bit big. That's okay. Not going to be quite the same as it is traditionally. You're just going to carefully... You work with what you got sometimes, you know? To be fair, more almond per thing probably isn't like too bad. It being imperfect is how you know it's made with care. Aww. Do. You get off the side. Come on. Thank you. I usually eat almonds, but I only do when I eat harissa. So this is a pretty big tub. I have been cooking this with my mushrooms. I actually had a salad today that was cooked mushrooms and almonds and carrots with spinach and Italian sausage, sweet Italian sausage, because I can't eat hot Italian sausage anymore. Sure, the reason they did it with half was for aesthetic, but also since almonds can be expensive, they can say each guest get one half of an almond. That is, yeah, almonds can be very expensive. Yeah, I've been eating really tasty salads, honestly. Like the slivered almonds are really good, especially if you saute them, which is what I've been doing with the mushrooms. Saute them in butter. I did it with the ghee today and some salt with the mushrooms. Oh my gosh, and they get a nice brown on the side. Very good. I think I can do more uniform diamonds the next time I do this. My brain was just like, how do? Oh, a little bit more here. And on this one. Looks pretty good. All right, I think we'll call that good. What about coconuts? Let's see. What about coconuts? I do know that there are a couple, I'm not sure if this is what you mean, there are a couple recipes online for this specific cake that does use shredded coconut. Well, that's not the recipe we used today. Oh, it was his response to almonds being the cow of the tree. Oh. Okay, so if you do need to drink alternative milks, hi there, kitty. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're happy to have you. If you do need to drink alternative milks, I would... Oh my gosh, we hit 500. I cannot tell you how excited I have been to hit 500 followers. Thank you. This means a lot to me, actually. This is a big number for me. Anyhow, I do, back to the milk thing. If you do need to drink alternative milks, you really should avoid almond milk if you can, simply because the way almond milk is manufactured is really bad for the environment. It's not good. It is very, the way they process it and the way they make it, it's just, I didn't know that about almond milk yet. There are, I don't personally know which ones are better. I just know almond milk out of the lot for alternative milk substitutes. It's not good. Congrats, thank you. Never a huge normal milk fan by itself. I like oat milk a lot. To be fair, I am a huge, like, milk drinker. I go through a gallon of milk a week. Whole milk, I just drink it. I don't have it with anything. I just drink that much milk by itself. If you don't drink, the environment already got damaged from it being made. I mean, it's a supply and demand thing, but yeah. You use milk for a lot of cooking and baking too, yes. I'm allergic to almonds. There you go. It's like different milk because it doesn't expire so fast. You can also get lactose-free milk. It's just lactate milk. And that also doesn't expire very quickly. And it's fairly close to the real thing too. It doesn't taste that different because it's just regular milk without the lactose in it. I think that's it right now. We just got to put this in here and we got to make our... How do I pronounce this? My brain wants to say quarter because it's a Q. I don't know if it's a hard K sound, quarter. But it is the sugar solution. It's spelled Q-A-T-E-R. We raised 1,010. Yeah, I think we are. I think we are gonna. I'm very excited for this charity. Milk chocolate count as a milk alternative. Nope. Chocolate milk. Nope. Not really. Not gonna lie, I don't like almonds anyways. I do like almonds. They are still a little bit of a rough zone in general. Quarter? White chocolate isn't actually chocolate. That's true. Alright, yep. We need to just... This is bake until 30 minutes or until... For 30 minutes or until golden brown, and then let stand for 10 minutes. And yeah, we gotta make our little sugar solution on the stove, which, again, I'm very sorry nobody gets to see me do that. I will probably bring the laptop over so I can keep... Oh, wait. I'll use my phone. I'll use my phone so I can keep track of chat. Because otherwise I will not be able to. Here, I need you. We need to put this in the oven. It does look really nice. It's just, it's so pretty. All right. Off we go. Into the oven. Thank you for the lurk. Up. I feel like this is a much more viable bake too. Like, I may have made that cheesecake on stream, but considering how long that cheesecake bakes for, was not the most practical decision for a first bake, but we still had a really good time. For those who were not there for it, it's like a 2.5-hour bake. You know, sometimes you just, but we still did pretty good. 30 minutes, there we go. Got the timer on. This is dissolve sugar in water and boil rapidly. Remove any foam that rises to the top, add lemon juice, and continue to boil until syrup resembles thin honey. May add rose water or orange blossom water to taste. You got it. It is 2.5 cups sugar and 1.5. Okay, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. More or less. Okay. Ah, the sun! The sun is in my eyes! Anyway. We will put this on our smallest burner. I don't want to burn this. I will get another spatula. We'll use the yellow one. Okay. We'll put the sugar in first. Oh. We'll probably just use the wet cup. I can do this portion, just this short portion on camera. But as said, I do need to move over there to the stove. You all will not be able to see me do that, but it is what it is. This up just a little bit. Okay. 2.5 cups. Yes, I'm using the wet cup. I'm using the liquid cup. Don't worry about it, okay? I'll be fine. Huh? Jiggle, jiggle. That's 2. And I need 1/2. Is this pan big enough? It's perfectly fine. She said. Surely nothing could go wrong. Apparently this sugar down here hasn't been moved in a little while. And 1/2 cup. Yep. And then it is 1.5 of water. Alrighty. Okay. It doesn't say what temperature to have this on. I do have it on the smallest burner. I figure maybe if I stir it consistently, we will be okay. Just stand here and stir it. Here we go. Get my phone up so I can look at chat. That way I don't miss anybody. Hope everybody's been having a very good day. I've been having a good day. I'm very excited. So far, my estimation on how long this would take has been right. So that's great. I feel pretty good about that, honestly. And remember, we are raising money for charity. We are raising money for... Nope, you stop that. Boop. We are raising money for the PCRF to help Palestinian children in need. I believe, Pix mentioned, I believe, that the current stated mission of the PCRF is to build a new hospital. Which is a very worthy cause indeed. I've never actually made a sugar sauce before. Or just a sugar syrup, I should say. Sauce kind of works, but it's a syrup. I'm just going to keep stirring just to make sure that I get all the sugar off the bottom and that nothing burns. I don't know how easily sugar water can burn, but I don't want to find out. You know? Easier than regular water. This is sort of what I assumed. This is the one thing that I have not done before. Never made, like, anything with a sugar syrup over top. Ideally, in the future, for bits like this, I would like to get a non-reflective surface. What is the term? Like hot plate? That I can make things on, like stuff like this on screen, because I can just have it over there on the counter. That is yet another device that I don't have, but hopefully will in the future, so everything can be on camera. I'm actually really happy to have rose water in the house again in general, because come summer, genuinely one of my favorite summer drinks is unsweetened iced tea, like rose water iced tea. That is my favorite. Just unsweetened rose water iced tea. It's fantastic. Love it. Very drinkable though, so I have to be very careful. Although hopefully by next summer I will have gotten my surgery, an excision surgery that I'm hoping to get. And that will hopefully help with a lot of the problems I've been having. And I won't have to worry about it as much. I can have more tea than I do right now. That would be nice. Let me think. I don't know how much more babble I got in me, but I can try. I'm pretty good at it. Oh, there's a couple of... So, Pix gave me 3 bakes to choose from, just for a little bit of variety. I would eventually like to get to all of them, because I think that would be fun. So probably one of them I'll end up doing in January for January's bake as well. For those who are unfamiliar with my channel, I only recently started doing baking streams. With the exception of December, the plan is to do 1, maybe 2 a month. Mostly for, depending on what I'm doing, for the price of the ingredients. Plus, it takes a little bit of setup. Like, I got up 2.5 hours before stream so I could do setup and so I could cook food and eat and everything. And it does take a little bit of setup, especially if I have to clear this area at all. because there's like dirty dishes or anything like that. I believe the next one on the list is actually a Jerusalem bagel, which sounds very tasty. I don't know where it got its moniker from though, because it is definitely not like a real bagel. Not me being particular about what is and isn't a bagel, but you know, it's not a real bagel. It's bread. It's just like a colloquialism, I'd have to assume. Couldn't be me. Same time by eating a granola bar for breakfast. Nope. Absolutely not. That's how I get my blood sugar drops and I get the shakes. No time for real food. Nope. I have to make time, especially right now because I am taking antibiotics. And if you don't make time for food when you're taking antibiotics, you'll regret it. Oh, baby. But yeah, no. I need to eat. I need to eat real bad. I try not to skip meals because that usually goes very badly. If I skip breakfast, I die. Exactly. Exactly. Aftergrove understands me. I can't. I get the shakes really bad if my blood sugar drops like that too. And it's just really unpleasant. It's very unpleasant. Of course, that can happen too, depending on just what I eat for the day. If I make poor decisions and I don't eat the right thing and I didn't have enough of the energy that I need for the day, I'll still get the shakes and just bleh, bleh. I get shaky if I have coffee with only one meal in me. I mean, I don't drink coffee. There's your first mistake. I say, nah, coffee's perfectly valid, but like I don't drink coffee. One, because with my endometriosis, coffee's like real bad for me. But even prior to that, it makes my tummy hurt. It's really high, like it's really acidic. And I like the taste of coffee, but it's not worth it. My tum-tum hurt way too bad. Way too bad. Coffee is icky. I like a good latte. Not anything in it unless I can get like, I've had a rosemary latte before. Preferably an iced latte. Had rosemary before, that's really good. But generally plain, no sugar, just milk. And that's really tasty, but also... also, it makes my tummy hurt. It makes my tummy hurt. It's no bueno. Oh, I have endometriosis too! Hey, handshake, handshake, handshake. I got diagnosed with it this year in February after a very, probably one of the hardest winters I've ever had because of the amount of pain I was in. Yeah. Endometriosis is an interesting one. Move any foam that rises to the top. Yeah. I haven't gotten any foam yet out of this. Well, there's a little bit. I don't have a good way of... not thick enough foam. Anyway. I got diagnosed in high school. My periods were so bad I couldn't function for like the first 2 days. Yeah. I was the same, but I did not, unfortunately, there's not enough general knowledge. Like the average parent doesn't really know anything about endometriosis. So it went under the radar. So, in fact, I actually got on birth control just to see if it would help when I was 25, and it did help. But I didn't know I had endometriosis for a very long time until it hit the fan, basically. I could not imagine not drinking coffee. Yeah? That's how it is for some people. I didn't really get into like figure out what I liked with coffee until semi-recently, and now it's like it's super not worth it to have. When you have endometriosis, if you have any endometrial tissue anywhere, you really need to avoid inflammatory foods as much as possible, because the inflammation causes you extra pain on the day-to-day. It can also cause other problems, like in my case, if the stuff by my colon and my bladder gets inflammation and swelling, it reduces my bladder size. It can make it hard for me to go to the bathroom. It can make it very painful, stuff like that. I think I had coffee once and never again. I do like the smell of coffee though, because it reminds me of my mother. It reminds me of my mama, and I love my mama. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. You got it. I got lemon juice. We surprisingly did not have lemon juice in the house before this. I got lemon juice specifically for this. How do I open this one? I think I just stab it. I'm gonna reduce this to medium. It looks like I just stab it. Our sugar syrup is coming along, though. I don't think I can get the cap off. How do I open you? Do you tell me? Open lid, punctures. Yep, small hole on top. Well, thankfully, I have a chopstick for that. A whole teaspoon, I think it said. Yep, whole teaspoon. Actually, thank you for the lyric. Actually, I've been learning how to do proper coffee tastings and a lot of different... okay. That does sound really cool. Food in general is just very interesting, I think. And there's so much about cultures in things that you can learn. What is the cake at? 12 minutes? Oh boy. I hope my syrup is done before I have to take it out. I guess I could always turn it down. Solve and boil rapidly, remove any foam, add lemon juice, continue boiling until syrup resembles thin honey. Okay. Aye, aye. Do. Apologies if I miss any donations or anything like that too, as I have stepped away from the laptop. There's a lot that I cannot see. I can keep track of chat, but I can't see like any video alerts or anything like that currently. I wonder if we could have set it up so it would post a message in chat. I don't know. There's stuff to talk about with Pix for next year. Be a lot easier to keep track of it though. I stir the boiling sugar water. It has yet to get thicker. We'll see. I don't think there's a way, but I can look into it. It's just something that would make things easier for like any sort of thank yous or anything like that. Be like, oh, because if you're not paying attention to your screen, like OBS or anything, or you can't, as the case is for me right now, I have no way of knowing. I can't hear anything either. Although hopefully, again, I can solve that in the future. I just need to get a wireless headset to be able to do that. You know, just need stuff. Extra things. On the bright side, I'm a PNG tuber, so I don't have to try and, video capture like a rigged model or anything. That's way more involved. Culture has a massive effect on coffee beans. Not just the place where the trees have grown, but different cultures are also process the beans differently, which can lend to a different flavor profile. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can't wait to see what this cake looks like. I'm gonna stop for a second from stirring our mixture so I can get out a cooling rack. I hope the mixture will be fine for a few seconds. That way, when the cake comes out, we can put it right here. I feel like I need to drink some water. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for this to get to the consistency it needs to be. Oh, drink some water. That's much better. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. We are 7 minutes left on the timer for the cake. It says like a thin honey. I would assume when I pick up my spatula, it doesn't drip rapidly off the spatula. That would be what I would assume I'd be looking for, a much slower drip. Right now, it's still kind of just dripping. That's okay, though. I can always turn it down and then take the cake out. The cake has to rest for 10 minutes. And we can continue to boil this. Hi, hello, welcome in, Baby Rainbow. Thank you for stopping by. Aww. If anybody is just joining in now, the cake is in the oven. We've made a Harrisa Cake. For the charity, as we are raising money for the PCRF, I thought I would make a traditional Palestinian bake, and Pix was kind enough to give me a few recipes to pick from. So far, it's been very fun and having a good time. Right now, I'm making sugar syrup. I hope. Very thin still. I've never made sugar syrup before, so I don't know how long it takes. Oh, ads starting. Ad time. Time for ads. That's okay. Boom, 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 boom. It's still pretty thin. I don't know how long this is supposed to take. Once the syrup gets a bit thick, you know it's ready. Do be careful because it'll thicken more once the syrup cools. Okay. It's not thick at all yet, so I will just try and keep an eye out for when it is. Thank you for the input. I do appreciate it since I have not made sugar syrup before. It is helpful. We have 4.5 minutes left on the cake until we take it out. And I'll be putting it on the rack. Did my video... Hold on. Is my live stream still working correctly? Because it's not working on my phone. Yes, it is. Okay. It's just my phone being weird. That's fine. I can accept my phone being weird. First time I did it, I over-reduced it. It cooled and turned into a brown brick. Oh! I see. So far, so good. Nothing I have to worry about yet. It's still, when I take my spatula out from stirring, it still drips quite a bit. What I'm looking for is for slower drip. Figure that's probably a good call there. As compared to the sort of watery drip that it's doing. Worst case scenario, we have to make it again. Which is A-okay. We can do that if we have to. Oh, it's a little bit thicker now. I'm gonna turn it off. It's just that slight slower drip now. Hopefully that's good. It's quite a bit of sugar syrup. I wasn't sure if it was going to reduce to like a low amount, but it looks like a good cup or so. That looks pretty good, though. I will show everybody very carefully. Don't want to burn myself. Get my spatula. Ooh, here it is. It still drips a little bit, but you can see how much slower it's dripping now. I feel like that's a good point. Good point to stop right there. As for the rose water, how much rose water should we put in this? Because it just says to taste. We will start with half a teaspoon, I think. Rose water is decently strong. I mean, it's not that strong, but I don't want to overdo it. We can do more than that. I'm sure the timer for the cake's about to go off any second now. I think we're up to 2 teaspoons right now. I would like to try this with orange blossom water at some point as well. Both options were available to me. The thing about chat messages for donations is finished. Bad news. It'll only happen in my chat because of my bot. I mean, that's okay. That's still useful for you, so. Oh, there's the timer. Still useful for you. Alright, let's get this cake out. Well, it's not perfectly golden brown yet, but let me see. The edges are. I don't know if it'll brown up any more than it has, though. Yeah, let me see. Let me get this out and put it on camera. So this is what it looks like right now. It's not super browned. It does still look pretty nice. We might be able to put it in for longer, but with the edges the way they are, I'm not sure I want to. So this will probably do. Gotta let it rest for 10 minutes. And then we can pour the sugar syrup over top. Which I think 2 teaspoons of rose water is pretty good. It's not crazy strong, but I can taste the rose water. That's what I was going for. I think that'll do quite nicely. Put my lemon juice away. Okay, we just gotta wait 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh gosh. You know when you've been streaming for a minute and you kind of halt? That's okay though. Nonetheless, I've been having fun with this. I'm very excited for how this is going to turn out. I think it's going to be very nice. Let's see if we can... I was going to do that barehanded. Don't do that. I was going to adjust it. So it's in the camera a little bit better, but don't do that barehanded like I was about to do. There we go. Oh, it's in the camera pretty good. Yeah. It's not super browned here, but I think the edges are pretty brown. I do think that will do. I hope the almonds stay. So far it seems like they're going to. They're not moving if I touch them, like try and tip them over gently. Looks pretty good overall. There aren't many recipes that I've done that have you... Ooh. Uh-oh. 1 second, everybody. I need to go and rebandage my finger. I'm not going to show you how gnarly my finger is in particular. It's a little gnarly. It's what I'm taking antibiotics for. I got a cat bite. We'll just leave it at that. I got a cat bite. Well, my finger was a claw. I got clawed first, and then I got bitten. If you ever get a cat bite, it is a good idea to go and get antibiotics. Because cat mouths are very nasty. And they have all kinds of bacteria and stuff like that. Alright, I had a band-aid on, but I think we're going to go back to what I was doing before, which is doing a sterile, non-woven sponge and putting it on top and using first aid tape to keep it in place. That has worked the best for me so far instead of just like regular band-aids. Yep, we're taking a little bit of a detour here. I looked down at my finger and I was like, I don't think the Band-Aid's really cutting it. Easier to put on, it takes less effort to put on, but also comes off a lot easier. There we go. Excuse me, Lynn. You're a good girl. Everybody say hi to Litten. Oh, actually, I could probably... Well, no, I can't because there's a hot pan here. I could show her on camera if there was not a hot pan there. Pix, are we doing giveaways in Lottie's stream or only yours? We are not doing giveaways in my stream as I am not set up for it. I did covered that at the top, but that was a while ago. So yes, anybody who's coming in now, we are not doing giveaways on my stream, but there will be the streaming bracket on Pix's channel at 5 p.m. EST today. Later on today, and I'm sure we will do a few unless Lottie wants to get out the D20. I don't think I'm set up properly. I don't even have like the nice art and the banners to show off like you've been doing and be like, this is the kind of art you can get out of this I don't have any of that. So I figured it's just easier. You know, it just seems easier. The cake looks so scrumptious. Thank you. We are just waiting for letting it sit for 10 minutes and then we can pour the sugar syrup over top. And I believe it's done after that. Yep. I rebandaged my fingy. This is a much better way to do it. I got the bandage and the tape over top. Much better. Keeps things out. Making me hungry. You said that an hour ago, Lone Star. Have you eaten anything, or did you just, you know, do what you said you do and, like, eat a granola bar and keep going? You can make yourself food, you know. This is a thing that you could do. I made myself a big salad. I mean a big salad. I learned, because I didn't really grow up eating salads because people made salads that I didn't like. Sometimes becoming an adult is realizing that you do like foods, you just don't like the way other people prepare the food. Anyway, but I did learn that you have to eat like twice the normal amount that you would in your head, because you don't have any breads or anything that usually like fill up your stomach. Yeah, that's what I learned. We got 3 minutes? Yes, 3 minutes. It was like 12:08, I believe, when we pulled it out and everything. Let's see how our sugar syrup looks. Looks pretty good. I'll double check the taste because I might as well. Tastes pretty good too. I really like rose water though. I'm gonna have lunch shortly. Well, that's good then. My cake will have worked up your appetite. It's perfect. Oh, man. Sometimes I'm like, I kind of wish y'all could see. I have a very cute apron. There's not really a good way for me to show you my cute apron. Very nice apron though. You would think it's just like, it's from an artist online, and when you see it in posts or anything, you think it's just like a fashion apron. It is not. It is a full lined canvas apron. It is very nice. Yeah. I don't remember the artist's name right now, but I'm sure people have seen her art online. She often does the really clean art that has all the space themes and everything with characters like Sailor Moon and things like that. What is her name? I don't know if I could find it right now. But she has a clothing shop, and it's really nice. One more minute. And then we can pour the syrup over top. And count it down. I'm so excited. Probably after that. I mean, it says you can serve it immediately, so I'll try it. And then we'll probably wrap up for the day. Everybody can go, ooh, ah. We can go over stuff. And yeah. I'm pretty happy with how this has gone. All right. We pour the syrup. It is quite a bit of syrup. I assume it's supposed to be quite a bit of syrup, though. Unless it is not thick enough, but I don't know. What do I know? If it's not, well, that's okay. We're all learning. Let's see if I can get it. I didn't quite get it to this edge. I am going to... It's possible it's not supposed to be quite this liquid, but it didn't really give me clear instructions. So I just did it until it was a little bit on the thicker side. And I have never made a sugar syrup before. Oh no, it looks even better now. It doesn't say if I'm supposed to let it soak in. Oh, it says thin layer. Oops. I poured all of it. Well, hold on. Hold on. We can do this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got this. Some of the almonds may come off with this, but that's okay. Why did it have me make so much of it? There. Okay. Oh, Lamau, you can just pour it out again. Yep. Pour it a blowtorch and creme brulee it. Well, I don't own a blowtorch. Here we go. Remember to read, folks. It's glossy, like the fuzz. Hello, Lumo. This is, we can try this now. Do you want to eat one? I might get the other one. Do. Lumo just walked out into the kitchen. I'm just gonna get a little, if I can. I poured too much on, but thankfully I was able to pour it back off. The Lumo fingies! Well, don't worry about it. That's sticky. 1 second. The interesting texture, because I have not had semolina flour things very much. Yeah, but that's different. Okay. I will also get you a little wedge. Just in case you don't like the texture. Because it is very different from other bakes. Here you go. It tastes great. My brain is trying to decide if it likes the texture or not. Hello, Litten. You getting me? Yeah. Oh. I wish I could get Litten into camera, but I cannot, everyone. Nonetheless, it's pretty good. I like it. It's nice. Got a nice light taste. I definitely prefer that with cakes. Here we go. Only a couple of mistakes. Only a little bit. Not too many. It is all part of the baking process when you're learning something. Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. We made cake. The pan is still very hot. Ooh, Litten, stop. Uber girl, you pulled the cord out. The laptop, which isn't the end of the world. Baby, yeah. If the cake wasn't here, I could hold her in front of the camera for everybody. But the cake is there. Oh, Litten, you want attention? I can give you attention after I wrap up stream. How about that? Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back to my bedroom real quick. I will post a picture of the cake on socials and in Discord as well. Up, up, up. We're gonna switch. Here we go. Thanks so much for coming to the show, everybody, and for this, my basically first ever, like, solo charity stream type deal. I mean, I did try to do one in August in memory of my cat, but nonetheless, this has been very fun. Yes, it really is a piece of cake to make a pretty cake after all. Oh yeah, it's a very simple recipe. The only thing I sort of futz was I didn't realize it was a thin. Why have me make that much sugar syrup if I'm not going to use it all? Me going, oh, okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Other announcements, yes. Later today, Pixels for Palestine is continuing over on Pix's channel. I believe it is... Let me see. A Magma Board Art Collab starting at 5 p.m. EST. And then tomorrow it is Puzzle with Chat and Bunny Hearted Collab. We got all kinds of things going on for the week. Hopefully we can hit that 25,000. Wouldn't that be... honestly, that'd be cool. That'd be great. Well, 2,500, not 25,000. I'm good with numbers. Maybe. Nonetheless, thanks so much for being here, everybody. We are going to wrap up stream. We gotta find somebody to raid into. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Oh, let me get this up on my phone. Who do we have to raid into right now? Ooh. I could bring you all to a fellow clown artist. Sock it to me. I think that's a good plan. You have not seen Sock It To Me before? They're super nice. Very nice person. They often make felted wool. I think it's a lovely choice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me. Thanks so much for being here, as I said. You may see me later this evening on the stream. I have to double check that I can... I think I can make it for that stream, but I don't think I'm on the docket for any other streams for Pixels for Palestine this week. But it has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for Pix, and a shout out for Pix for setting all this up, as always. I do a lot of work in the background. And for everybody else with all the other events too, the D&D, the GOG quiz, it's all been great. Yes? Alright, everybody. Remember to stay silly out there, okay? Catch you next time. Bye now. Bye.